going on, everybody? Welcome back to another unboxing video brought to you by Bearded Kids using boxing reviews. If you guys like the channel, hit that subscribe button, give the video a like, share with everybody you think like the content of this channel. Also hit that bell notification so you're notified right away when my videos drop, like this one. We got some great stuff to go over today. Some stuff that I haven't collected in a little bit and stuff like that. I'm talking about the Bandai line and everything. So I've kind of moved away from that, but man, there's been just some things that have been coming out, and I was like, holy cow, like I need that part of my collection. So so I just had to kind of do them and grab them and ready to show them off to you guys and everything. So, but yeah, also I just want to say thank you to everybody who participated in the 650 subscriber giveaway. Thank you, thank you. I really do appreciate it. And now we are on to our new goal, 800 subscribers. Let's do it. Let's crush it. Let's do it as fast as, or even faster than we did the 651. It just seems like every time I put up a goal for you guys are just killing it even faster than the last one. So yeah, got some great stuff for you guys for this one and everything. So I cannot wait to give away some more stuff. But yeah, 800 is the new goal. So let's do it. Let's share, spread the word, get everybody you think, your mom, brother, dad, sisters, cousins, whatever, get them part of the community and stuff like that. And let's give away some free stuff and everything. So yeah. But yeah, let's get ahead and let's get looking at these Bandai figures because there's some really cool ones in here, and just some of them are real shockers, honestly. That I never thought we'd ever see the light of day for some of them. But they, come out, and I was like, wow, that's pretty impressive. So, like I said, just some of them, there was like, you know what, I need to have them. So, but yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it. All right, guys, here it is. Here's the very first Bandai that I'm talking about today. I am talking about the Godzilla Store exclusive Rose Biolante. Like, that's amazing. We just don't get enough of Rose Biolante. We really don't. It's always the final form Biolante and everything. So it's nice to see that this thing finally gets a release. And of course, Bandai, they are known to be kind of one of the first ones to release them and stuff like that. Even though they're not, mind you, it's nice to see that this is getting the notoriety as like the others in the Godzilla franchise and stuff like that has already had a Bandai release and everything. So it is really cool to see this and everything. They did a great job. The sculpt is really nicely done. I know it's pretty plain Jane with the painting, kind of most Bandais are in today's kind of releases and stuff like that. But as long as the sculpts look pretty decent, like I can look past the paint and stuff like that because they're just not gonna pay the extra money or take the extra time to really put like a crazy cool paint job on these because let's face it, these are for kids. Like these are designed and targeting for the younger audience and stuff like that. Of course, you have people like me, others that also buy them too because it's really cool and stuff like that. But they are targeted for the younger audience, and they are made to be played with and stuff like that. So as us collectors, and stuff like that, we just collect them, just to put on the shelf, and that's it. They never touched again. But this is stuff that we used to play with when we were kids and stuff like that, and we would have died to play with stuff like this. So it's really cool to see. But yeah, let's just get a closer look at her and all her little glory and stuff like that. But yeah, like I said, just overall sculpt is just amazing. There is a couple points of articulation for her, which are the vines. They move up and down kind of thing, so you can kind of get a different look with her and stuff like that. Same thing with this one, moving up and down and stuff like that. So everything else is pretty stationary. Head doesn't turn, leaf doesn't really turn or nothing like that. So pretty stationary for the most part. But like I said, the overall sculpt is really nicely done, and I was actually pretty impressed with it. If you're a good painter, you could always touch up the paint job on Bandai's and stuff like that. So, but yeah, here is the, of course, attached tag, and I am a big one with keeping tag on figures. I do not take them off in any way. I just don't like it. I will probably lose it and stuff like that. So all of my tags are always on, and I usually put like a hard protective like card protector on them and stuff like that, which I have to get. But you can always do that. Put some kind of card protector on them, and then you'll never have to worry about them getting bent or ruined or stuff like that. So that's what I usually do. But yeah, here is Rose Violente. All right, guys, we are on to our second Bandai here, and as you can see, this is from the new budget hit, blockbuster hit, whatever you want to call it, Godzilla minus one. Just floored, I think, everybody and audiences everywhere around the world. Obviously, the numbers speak volumes. And of course, this guy was in the movie also. It was a nice surprise that we got this in there. Just really just did a lot more with the lore and stuff like that with Godzilla, especially newer fans and stuff like that can kind of understand how Godzilla became Godzilla and stuff like that. So, but obviously, I'm talking about the Godzilla from Odo Island or Godzillasaurus, however you want to label him. This thing is just amazing. I knew I had to get this guy. Just really, really great. Everything about it is the sculpt is great. Like I said, I mean, obviously it's lacking a lot of the paint and stuff like that. But like I said, Bandai, this is kind of the name of the game for Bandai. It's more for kids, and everything. But overall, just really, really cool. Glad I got this. Obviously, here is the tag for it and stuff. So I'm just really happy. I mean, this part in the movie was just, like I said, unexpected, a great surprise, and honestly, like one of the bright spots of the film because that whole scene was really, really awesome. He was just ferocious and mean in every single way. I mean, we had never seen Godzillasaurus, in that kind of environment and stuff like that, and act like that. We've gotten the only other representation of a Godzillasaurus was in the '91 film. He was very stiff, and stuff like that. Yeah, he killed uh, soldiers on the beach and stuff like that, but nothing like this guy. Like he was just out to get them. So really, really cool, really awesome. But yeah, just a bright spot for the film altogether. So really glad to get this. I don't even have the Godzilla from minus one yet. I'm actually waiting to get that from a certain company at G Fest and stuff like that, who will be hopefully helping out this year with again and stuff. So, but yeah, I will get that then. But yeah, here is the second Bandai. All right, continuing the Bandai train, this is the Godzilla 1954 maquette. Now, this was another crazy one that came out of nowhere this last year. It's very late last year, honestly. Um, and then we have now gotten two releases of this particular figure with two different events and stuff like that. So originally, this was a show exclusive at an art exhibit, and that was the only way to get it was to attend the art exhibit, or of course, if somebody were to buy it and then sell it later, that's just kind of how you got it. But you mainly had to be there to get it. Obviously, fans like us, people over here, we don't get those kind of events and stuff like that, so we lose out on that stuff. So our only hope is to get it on the secondary market. So obviously, I did and everything, and I'm really happy. Originally, when this thing released, these figures were crazy priced. I mean, you're talking $100 or more for these things, um, even double that for some of them and stuff like that. So I was so glad that when they were going to reissue these and do another art event exclusive, a lot of these figures came down in price because the scalpers knew that they weren't going to get the prices for them. With more coming out and more people going to buy them and more people going to sell them, so it was nice to see that the price came way down, and I basically got it for retail. So I was really happy about that. So it sucks, like I said, for us collectors over here, we kind of have to deal with the scalpers and everything like that because they get all the good stuff over there. And we just kind of have to get our way through, the murky waters and everything like that of scalpers and non-trustworthy sellers and stuff like that. And it just it sucks for us, but like when you do hit something like this, it's worth it in so many ways. So, but yeah, obviously this is based off of the famous maquette that you've seen pictures of and everything on the internet of this possible Godzilla look and stuff like that, being sculpted out of clay and everything that never came to pass and everything. But it was an early rendition of what he could have looked like and stuff. So really, really cool to get this. This is kind of part of history in the Godzilla lore and stuff like that. So getting something like this is kind of special and stuff like that. This is a very different something that we didn't see that was going to be coming this year and stuff. So just a nice surprise. And obviously you can see the tag and up the upper corner right here is Godzilla the art. So like I said, this is from a art exhibit and stuff like that and whatnot. So really, really cool to get this. And like I said, for a good price, I was happy to pay with and everything. So really excited for this one. All right, here is the fourth one for the Bandai train here. This is the newly reissued Titanosaurus Godzilla Store exclusive. So had to pick this one up. You know me, you know the channel. Titanosaurus. Oh man, I have to get them and everything. So really great to have this in the collection. I have the original Bandai release of Titanosaurus. It is a different colorway than this one. This one is a lot darker, kind of like the nighttime version of them. But honestly, this is kind of resembles and takes after the Dream Project pack of Titanosaurus and Godzilla. Honestly, because it had the same paint job to it and stuff like that. It had the darker paint job. So they kind of just copied that and put it in figure form and then made it an exclusive for the Godzilla store. So I've always wanted the Dream Project Titanosaurus, but just never been able to grab it for a good price. I'm always not willing to pay and stuff. But it's just because it's older and stuff like that, and it came in the pack with the Godzilla. So understand it, but when I saw this reissue, I was like, "Yep, I will get this individually and stuff like that." So, and I did, and I just absolutely love it. I love the colors and stuff like that to it. But yeah, like I said, it's Titanosaurus. I had to get it. So very similar to what the other tag was, a picture of Titanosaurus. It's just the years differently and stuff. So but yeah, absolutely love it. And I got the original Titanosaurus Bandai when it first came out in my very first G Fest. So I'll always remember that and whatnot. So just a great figure to have. So, but yeah, all right, guys. And our fifth out of this Bandai train is the Bagan. What? Like, this one made me speechless because, like, nobody saw this one coming. Nobody. This one came out of left field for sure. Uh, just amazing. I was super excited for this. I know a buddy of mine, Joe Myers, married to Kaiju. I know he was excited for this one because we had played the Super Nintendo Godzilla game where Bagan was featured as the final boss and everything. So we kind of knew about his backstory and stuff. And, you know, obviously there's a bunch of either rumors or just info that Bagan was always supposed to be in a Godzilla film and stuff like that, but just never made it to the light of day. Don't know why. He was even supposed to be in the Rebirth Mothra series and stuff like that as one of the villains. Never made it there. Just don't understand why he never actually made it. I know. I mean, he was supposed to be like one of the end all be all villains for strength wise. So, I mean, he was even supposed to be in the 95 Godzilla film instead of Destroya. So, like, it was kind of like Destroya was a substitute for Bagan, where he was just as strong and powerful as Bagan would have been. Yeah, just kind of weird that he never saw the light of day. But I'm so glad that they made a figure of him because I know a lot of figures hate on him for some reason. I don't really understand why. Probably just because a lot of us have asked and clamored for something of Bagan for so long, they're probably sick of hearing it. But like honestly, like it's one of the characters that has so much history to it, and a lot of like almost there but not quite for several films that just never made it. And just finally they're like, you know what, we're gonna make one. We're gonna make a figure. Let's release it and everything. And I was so happy. Like finally this last year, he made his debut of the Gojiban series produced on the YouTube channel. And so we actually got to see something of Bagan in, film form, I guess you could call it. And they officially announced that he is connected to the Godzilla world, the continuity, everything. Like he is part of it now and everything. And so I hope maybe down the road we do get something from him if he's put in an anime, or I don't know if he'll ever make it into an actual film, but like something, maybe a short would be really cool. Just something along the lines of that, to give him some recognition, that he's fought so hard to get in front of the camera and get noticed for so long that finally they're like, hey, let's just make a Bandai. So really excited to have this one in the collection. Really, really cool. I'll show you the tag. It's a picture of him. And now this is the colorway of the bagging that was in the CD-ROM that was called like the Godzilla Studio Tour. And I actually had that as a kid. I actually still have the disc as a kid, but I can't play them anymore because the computers nowadays won't play them. So I'd have to get like an old Mac or Apple or something like that to play it and stuff like that. So, but yeah, this is the colorway that they used in that CD-ROM and that little tour, virtual tour that you could do and stuff. But actually, compared to the video game, he was like all brown and everything, and came out of this big sphere and stuff. So I really, really be cool if they made both versions of him. Um, that would be really interesting to see if they are able to do that, because I think there was a lot of people were like, "Holy crap!" Like this kind of shocked a lot of people. I like I said, I was one of them, and I know a lot of people were and stuff like that. But a lot of people grabbed this figure, so I hope also we get a Super Godzilla to go along with him, which would be really really cool. That would make me really happy. So here's hoping for next year for the Super Godzilla. But yeah, here's bagging. All right, guys, and here is the final one. So don't worry. Oh man, this was really really cool. I'm usually not a big guy on like theater exclusives and stuff like that. I've gotten a few here and there, but I usually don't go hunting for them and stuff like that. But this one really caught my eye, and of course, it is my favorite Gamera from my favorite Gamera movie, Gamera Advent of Legion. So I just kind of had to get it. It looks so good in pictures and stuff like that. But this is the ice white version that was like I said, a theater exclusive for the opening of the Toho Cinemas Susukino in Sapporo, Japan. So they showed Gamera 2 or Gamera Advent of Legion um, as like in a premiere movie and stuff like that. And this was the exclusive for that particular movie. And like I said, I just had to get it. Just looking at him, all white, it's got glitter, it has highlights of silver to him and everything. And of course, like those eyes, like the eye is a nice green and it just makes it pop. Kind of hard to see in the camera, but it's really, really cool. And then, like I said, highlights of silver all over him on his chest, on his nails, even on his back. And I just love that it's kind of like the little like ice looking look to him and stuff like that. Here is the tag for the exclusive event and stuff like that. It has the movie poster on it. So really, really cool to see this one. I grabbed this one on Buy on the aftermarket, obviously, because obviously I couldn't attend or nothing like that. But I love Gamera 2. Like I said, it's my favorite Gamera film. So I had to get something to represent that particular Gamera. And like I said, the suit I just love too. It was just such a cool exclusive. I was like, oh man, like this one is awesome. Just like the -1 blue glitter, like this one just kind of it spoke to me. It really did. So I just had to get it. So, um, but yeah, I just absolutely love it. It's really really cool. So, um, it's gonna be hard to find later on. So, but yeah, guys, that is it. That is my whole Bandai haul. Just like I said, lots of stuff recently, lots of good stuff recently. Bandai has just been crushing it with a lot of these releases. All the sculpts are really, really good. It's just they got to pay attention and do more with paint jobs. They really do. I get it. Like I stated before, I understand it. This is for youth, the younger people. These are toys for kids. and stuff like that. Wish that they would do a little bit more with the paint jobs and stuff like that. So, um, but yeah, I get it, I get it, and I'm still happy with them overall and stuff. So, but yeah, just I haven't done a lot of Bandai shopping lately until recently. But you know, I do have a decent collection of Bandai and stuff like that. But just hasn't been a focus for me for the last, I don't know, couple of years and stuff like that. It's always been the Sofubi and the lifelike kind of stuff. So it is nice to kind of break the mold and go after something that I started collecting years and years ago and stuff like that, and kind of get back into it and be very happy with what I've gotten and everything, and be very surprised by what we've gotten so far. And this coming year is going to be, I think, no exception. Lots of good stuff coming out, a lot at us this last year, and I'm just excited to see what else they come out with and stuff. So, um, you know, who knows? Maybe a Super Godzilla, you know, and everything. So, and just any other kaiju that we don't have released, or maybe concept arts, or you know, anything that was scrapped, you know, throw it into a figure, you know, like the maquette that we got this year. Like that's really cool. People are going to buy that kind of unknown, weird stuff just because it's not the norm and everything. And I think people are craving that and stuff. So, but yeah, it's just good to see. It was good to get all this stuff, and yeah, got it all for a really good price. Like I said, all got all of this on Buy and everything. So just a place to shop, really. But yeah, I think that's it for me, guys. Thank you for watching. And of course, reminder: let's get after that 800 subscriber mark. Let's crush it like we did the 650. I know we can do it. And yeah, another giveaway is coming. So, and of course, if you want to see more of me, check me out on Monsters with Attitudes. We have a YouTube over there. We do a monthly show. Might even do a couple shows even more often, maybe some bonuses and stuff like that. Who knows? We'll see. And then follow us on the Facebook group, Monsters with Attitudes collectors group. Join there and become one of the members and stuff like that. And just a lot of cool stuff, a lot of cool discussions that we have there and stuff. So, yeah, you can find me at any one of those places. Of course, here, like, comment, subscribe, share it. You know, let's get to 800. So, but yeah, that's it for me, guys. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Hopefully, you guys like the Bandai haul that I got recently. But yeah, until next time, later.